Okay, I'm back. Today, hopefully, start running the podcast group. Actually, it's not hard running it because you need to get viewers, and it's hard to do when you're in a podcast group. And I got a notification to my phone. Wait, thing is live. I need it to be live. But I'm pretty sure live. Like, why can't I be live? Okay, yes, it works. Wants to join, actually, let me know, and I will invite you. Let anyone really, but be sure the viewer is actually made. Watch. Actually in the comments. If I ever end up getting disliked, then I'm definitely there. Come on. Actually, you guys don't know this. I actually have a group now. I have 9 members already. Yeah, it's good to do it. To have a group. Down if you only that. Guess I post the link because actually, I don't know many other people. I can go on Hangouts and get the link that way. We were actually streaming today. I got a copyright strike. Notification. He's typing. A bit. The moment I am here is I manage my stuff. Got 1 viewers. As it always is. So much. Got a new follow on Twitter. Actually, it's 72 followers now. Cool. I hasn't been seen yet. I give a link. Join. I need to fix that. Um, I don't know. Jesus, go on, join. So yeah, tomorrow I'm just now. Great job. Funny because I'm talking to you subscribe to my podcast group, but I'm not sure if you want to. Wait, I think you'd like to actually do it. I think I have found a problem. Yeah, my God. Wait. He's got 10 subscribers now. It's kind of rude of him. Hello?
Hi.
What are you up to?
I just did 2 reviews today.
I actually saw that you uploaded 2 reviews earlier.
Yeah. I will be doing a review of another thing. Season 3, episode something of Star Wars Rebels, season 3.
Oh, Star Wars Rebels. I think is what you said.
Yeah, Star Wars Rebels.
Because at the moment, you don't understand you because your mic is lagging up. Your mic is lagging up. We're gonna hear you clear now.
Okay.
Or not.
I don't know. I don't know. I just felt after I did my review of, let's say, the mid-season finale of Star vs. The Force of Evil, I kind of thought to myself, I should do more of these.
Yeah, I actually watched the video.
And besides that it got a lot. Well, it got a shit ton of views. So as well.
Yep.
And my subscriber level just hit to 57.
How long have you been at in the 50 range? For how long?
I don't know. Probably a good portion. Probably a good portion of throughout like 26. I mean, at the beginning of the year, I kind of was at 40, and then I think slowly as the year went by, it kind of grew.
Actually, no. Like I remember at the beginning of the year it was at 40, and then now it's at 57.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yep. We're not gonna expect to grow like PewDiePie big right away.
Yeah, we don't become internet famous overnight. That's for damn sure.
Which I wonder how long it actually took them to become famous. Like it seems like it took them only a day.
Yeah, you just scream. I don't know. You just scream your head off into a microphone, and you're a YouTube celebrity in no time.
Yeah. Well, whoever thinks that, it's not true.
Yeah.
Because Well, it depends on if you're looking at like videos like what's trending at the moment, then yeah, you're gonna be popular.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, what is trending at the moment?
Yeah.
I know gameplays are pretty popular at the moment.
Yeah, I don't really do that. I've
Yeah.
tried, but I've actually tried to do that, but I try to like there. Yeah, I do have the YouTube app on my PS4, and I have uploaded a couple of gameplays, but some of them have not really let's say translated well to there's some where they keep getting into errors, and some of them and sometimes I don't know when the correct time it is to actually to capture footage. I mean,
have you ever used the live stream feature on the PS4?
Not really. I have tried for streaming on YouTube, but it goes like this. I start streaming for like a few seconds, and then it crashes. Because my internet is not the best.
Yeah. Question: do you hear people talking outside?
Yeah.
Oops, sorry about that. My window's open. Nothing we could do. No conversations on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh well. That's right. Mm-hmm. Good as they went inside now, so good.
It's good.
Which animes are you watching at the moment?
Let's see. I'm taking a break from JoJo because it's gonna end in like episode 39. So I don't know that the anime is definitely in the 30s. It's in its 30 span, so I'm just gonna wait till that ends. So.
Did you just put that on Toonami?
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yeah, yes. It has.
Yeah.
The thing is, and also I'm just gonna wait till till part 4 ends, and also Drifters is actually getting an official English dub because it's licensed by Funimation. I usually go by the code and say if Funimation's behind it.
Oh yeah, I always say that too.
Just wait.
It's the dub. Then it has to be a good show.
Yeah. And then there's, for the stuff I am actually watching, because, first up, surprisingly, I'm watching a sports anime called All Out, which is actually about, rugby. And the main reason why I watched it because of the muscular physique characters. And then there's, Tiger Mask Double, which I was kind of on the fence about because it's modern age Toei, but then I got bored, watched the first episode, and it actually wasn't that bad.
Just because it's modern age Toei doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah. They're too busy with Dragon Ball Super nowadays. So.
Yeah. What do you think of that being more popular than One Piece?
I don't really know.
I think One Piece needs to end.
You're gonna have to technically in the newer chapters of One Piece, it's really the new arc. That's actually in the new arc that it's in. From what I've seen, is that it's definitely like a well, technically, in this one, there's another Straw Hat that kind of left the crew for a good while. It's kind of technically, it's kind of like a it's kind of like a reworking of Water 7, if you've ever seen that arc. It's the one where Usopp kind of leaves the crew because he disagreed with Luffy about the Going Merry.
I probably would know what you're talking about, but I have not seen much of One Piece because I'm not interested in how long the show even is.
Yeah, that's most of the turning off point because how ridiculously long One Piece is.
Yeah, like I think it's still ongoing.
I mean, yeah, it's still going. But you want to know another anime that's ridiculous? Well, hey, at least it's not as long as Case Closed.
What is it?
Or Detective Conan, as it is in Japan. The anime has been running since 1996, and it's still going.
Thing is, which one? Because I think One Piece is 1999, and you said,
Yeah, One Piece started the anime started in 1999.
yeah.
Well, the manga started in 97.
No joke. Guess what they did to the movie Akira? They
Yeah,
started the movie before the manga was even finished.
Yeah, the same thing goes for Trigun, actually.
Trigun's great.
Yeah, obviously, it's to say Trigun is one of the most beloved series of all time. But actually, the manga was never finished when the anime was airing.
And was it finished when it ended?
No, the big awesome fight that happened. Yeah, Bash versus Knives. That did not happen in the manga. And then, honestly, in the original manga, there's actually more. In the manga, there's actually more characters in the manga that were definitely left out of the anime. For instance, of the manga is actually one of the earlier episodes, like the episode where the kid starts saying that he tells his mom that he wants a real gun, but then it may seem like Vash got like shot up by a bunch of bandits. I think that might have been episode 6 or 7. But that was actually the very first chapter of the manga.
Yep.
And also then there's Trigun Maximum, which is actually both a retelling and a continuation, because like I said, the original Trigun manga only lasted for like 2 volumes. Trigun Maximum is well, the original author was actually even though he never finished the manga, he was very impressed with the anime. So then he kind of made up his own. He made again his own retelling and continuation with Trigun Maximum, which is actually which spanned a lot more volumes than the original manga did.
So okay, I know this. I know that Trigun had 2 mangas. It had the first one, the second one, and I can't remember what the second one was called. Was Maximum it?
Trigun Maximum. That's the name of it.
Let me look it up because I know the movie. There's that movie.
Badlands Rumble.
Then it's Maximum because the movie's Badlands Rumble.
Yeah. To be perfectly honest, even though the anime is great, the movie, it was okay to say the least.
Yep.
I mean, the animation was great, but it just didn't. It just felt like they just took a random chapter from Trigun Maximum and just made a movie out of it. That's all I can sum up out of it. So.
Yeah, that's what they did. Then they basically made you call it one of those things that came after the actual anime.
Yeah, it kind of just feels like I don't know. It just feels. I mean, yeah.
I wouldn't call it a sequel, but I don't want to call it a sequel.
It's just its own. It's kind of just its own thing. And,
yes.
But still, if it's still as its own thing, I still kind of feel. Even as its own thing, I still say it's a very disappointing experience.
It's disappointing?
Okay, like I said, yeah, that's kind of. Yeah, in other ways, the movie. I mean, it is what it is, and I did meet someone that said that they did love the movie, but me, me and also you and a bunch of other people, the movie is just.
I think the series is way better.
Yeah, the original anime and the
movie.
Yeah, actually, in Trigun Maximum, they do kind of the parts where they do retell what they did in the anime. They actually give more background behind the gung ho guns. The group of that group that constantly tries to make Vash's life a living hell. They actually do give them a little more background, whereas in the anime, we really don't know that much about them.
In in the anime, as we said, the ending battle was not in the Trigun original manga. Was it in the Maximum?
Oh no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I don't know if the final battle was in Maximum, but I haven't gotten that far yet. But the final battle that we got in the anime was never in the source material.
I think we said the original manga was only 2 volumes.
Yeah, the original. Yeah, it was only 2 volumes.
I think that's the reason why Maximum is more popular.
Yeah. And do yourself a favor when reading the Trigun manga. Avoid multiple bullets.
Multiple what?
Trigun multiple bullets because I'm a big fan of I do like Yoshihiro Naito's art style, but when he tries to go for realistic designs, it's fucking ugly.
Yeah.
Seriously, I saw it in like a Barnes and Noble, and I just flipped through a couple of pages and been like, ugh. Okay, I'm not gonna touch you in a really long time.
Yeah.
As for the remainder, did you know that they tried to make a Trigun video game?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, but guess what?
Canceled.
It got canceled. Yeah, I mean, I think it was like 2006 at E3 2006. They showed like a trailer of this game called Trigun Planet Gunsmoke, and that was the only thing we ever got out of it. And yeah, it was shown at E3 2006. I actually saw it online, and I looked up everywhere I can, and then it was nowhere. And then it came to the conclusion that the game was canceled.
You're about to do that with Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah, I think there's this on YouTube. On the YouTube channel of Did You Know Gaming, there's a show they have called Unseen 64 where they talk about, canceled video games.
I've not known that.
They did one on the Dirty Harry video game.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, there was a Dirty Harry game, but sadly
got canceled.
Yeah, and then there was there was also there were also plans for a bunch more sequels for Perfect Dark, and then there was also
There was a Perfect Dark sequel, wasn't there?
Yeah, technically that was a prequel, Perfect Dark Zero.
That was a prequel?
Yes. And then there was also an Avengers game that was going to be made, but
they did make one.
Yeah, but it was a much different one before before the hit movie came out. And it was going to be based around story arc. And then there was one about the canceled Daredevil game, which is based off of the
2003 movie.
Yeah. Just if you want better Daredevil entertainment, just go with the Netflix series.
Yeah.
And then there's also there's a bunch of other ones, but I think they should do an Unseen 64 on Trigun on Trigun Planet Gunsmoke because we want to know what happened to that.
Yeah.
And speaking of let's say the Trigun video games, Yoshihiro Naito, the creator of Trigun, is also a video game designer.
The guy who he was the designer?
Yeah, he's a video game designer. The first video game he ever designed for, and probably one of his more underrated works was the PS2 game Gungrave.
I think that's an anime.
Yeah, there's yeah. Let me kind of explain that. The game came out first, then the anime. So
Kind of like with God Eater.
yeah. Well, so yeah, Gungrave was mainly about it was fully created by Yoshihiro Naitao, obviously the creator of Trigun, and it's the it's his second original property that he made after Trigun. In Gungrave, you take control of this guy named Grave, who fights this organization just called the Syndicate, and you start to learn. You do get bits and pieces, and mostly it's kind of just like a third-person, shoot 'em up type of experience. And it also really is good, and it is great in like the artistic department because, and honestly, I'm a really big fan of Yoshihiro Naitao's art style, like I previously mentioned.
Yeah.
And in the game, technically, you take out all the members of the Syndicate, and they pretty much have like this drug in them that turns them into like mutants when you go into a boss battle with them. And there's a lot of other things to talk about with the game, but I'll be here for moving on. And then we do learn about Grave and the head of the Syndicate, Harry Mason. They used to be like best friends in the past via flashbacks and through flashback cutscenes, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And then pretty much at the end of the game, you do finish them off, and and then after even though it didn't do relatively well in the US when it first came out, but over the years, the game has grown a cult following. So popular in Japan, by the way, in 2003, it got its own anime.
Yep.
And also Gungrave. Actually, the thing about Gungrave is that Gungrave is actually a prequel to the first game. It pretty much tells of what happened before the events of the game happened. So pretty much in all So pretty much after you're done playing the first game, you can probably just go straight to the anime because it's 99%. Because 99 to 100% of the anime is mostly backstory to how the the real name of Grave is actually Brandon Heat, and we kind of see what Grave was like when he was alive. Technically in the game, he's a zombie. He's kind of a reanimated corpse, so pretty much he's a zombie that wields guns. Don't have time to explain that. But for the remainder, we kind of get more explanation of what happened in the game. So you may have thought, why is he doing all this? All of that gets explained in the anime.
Okay.
So yeah, and I definitely say with Gungrave, the first game being an underrated classic, the same thing goes for the anime. I think it's because the anime is really good as well. It has good characters, it has a good story, it has some legitimate drama, and
Do you have the anime series on DVD or Blu-ray?
No, I watched it online back. A couple of years. I'd say I watched it online 6 years ago, but I still fondly remember it. It is pretty hard to come by on DVD nowadays. Honestly.
It's not print, is it?
Hope not. I hope it's
some of the Funimation titles are going on print.
Yeah. Let's see. So with the anime. So after the anime, pretty much there's Gungrave Overdose, which is actually the second game in the series. And if you hadn't, and the thing with Gungrave Overdose, it takes place years after the events of the first game, and and now there's like a new virus. There's like this new virus that's kind of that's been kind of running amok, and now Rave is back, a reoccurring character along with new characters coming to the mix. But this time, Overdose kind of takes a lot of like continuity from the anime. So pretty much the syndicate their real name is actually the Millennium. So, and in Gungrave Overdose, they say one of the characters from the previous game openly mentions that it's been years. It's been some amount of years since Brave destroyed the Millennium. So, and also there's also a boss character. There's a boss character in the second game that was actually a character from the anime. So there's a lot of continuity in the sequel.
Yep.
Oh, and I think I need a breath. I'm a fucking nerd. I know.
Okay. This is how I bring up. I can't remember what. Oh yeah, was is the guy who did the for the anime, is the guy who did the designs for Trigun do designs for Gungrave?
Yes, well technically it is mostly his creation, so therefore he was thoroughly in charge of making the anime. Yeah. And the character designs are very similar. Especially when it comes to his creature designs, because like I said, I'm a big fan of his art style.
Do you own Fist of the North Star on DVD?
Yeah, I own the entirety of the original series.
Did they ever try making that? I thought they did.
What?
Did they try making that?
Try to remake the originals. Remaking it. That has been talked about. Yeah, I have been, wanting. Yes, probably someday some studio out there can probably do a legitimate remake of the original series. Probably when the anniversary comes around.
And do you have the whole Rurouni Kenshin?
I mean, I only own the second season, actually.
That is very expensive.
Yeah, I found it for $20 at my local Pie-Cell trade. So
I actually saw that on Facebook. I saw you posted the
my original top 10 favorite anime of all time. But now that I've gotten older, it's kind of changed. It's definitely changed.
Now, as you said, it's now Fist of the North Star.
Yeah. As for number 3, I'd say JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Number 3 is JoJo?
Yeah.
Did you ever see that 2003 series?
The 2000 the OVAs?
Yep.
Not really. But here's
the OVA.
Going back to what were some of my original favorite anime. My original number 1 favorite anime of all time was Gunsword. Because I think, but still to this day, I've seen that anime like 3. There's like a rarity that I rewatch an anime like 2 or even 3 times. Gunsword was the first anime I legitimately rewatched like 3 times. And also the original Trigun anime I rewatched 3 times.
I actually watched the I think it's the new one, the new chapter showing on Toonami at the moment. I saw an episode that I'm like, this is violent.
What?
The
Which one?
new one.
The new
JoJo.
the new JoJo anime.
Yeah,
Time
the
Doesn't
manga.
Wrinkle. Yeah. Which one was it? Just describe me, and then then I might have an understanding of what you're talking about.
When I say it's violent,
I don't know. Was it like the earlier episodes, like episode 1?
new. It's. I'm not sure if like. I think it's the older because like Tsunami would show it from the start to the finish.
Yeah. So, anywho, going with some of the other original favorite anime. My original number 2 favorite anime of all time was Mahoromatic, and the manga used to be my number 1 favorite manga of all time. That's until I read Devilman, and then it's kind of gone a bit down since. It's gone a bit lower, but it's still an amazing series, by the way. Yeah, I definitely say that the anime needs. I do say that the anime needs more love.
Yeah.
Oh, because first things first. Mahoromatic, the anime. It's a Gainax anime.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you not? How can you not love it?
Yeah. And how would you feel if you lived in a world where you're forced to watch SAO?
Simple. One. I get a loaded gun. Second, I say, rest in peace. I would say I'm like, see you now, fuckos.
What would you say?
I said, well, one. First step, get a gun. Second step, say to others, see you in hell, fuckos.
That sounds like something. That sounds like something Deadpool would do.
Yeah.
Just get a gun, just like that, and just shoot him.
Yeah.
If you know you're in jail.
Yeah.
Unless you're turning invisible. Have you ever seen Yamana's First Time?
No.
Okay. Let me guess. To fan service.
Yeah. That's kind of the equivalent of watching Desert Punk and not laughing your ass off.
Do you like Desert Punk?
Yeah. Well, technically, it's okay. And honestly, I never really. Okay, honestly, I never really watched it. I just watched some clips, and some of the lines are actually there are some really, let's say, hilarious lines. Like there's this one where the main Punk is what? He's kind of just there's this gang of thieves. These gang. There's this gang that's coming towards him, and he just goes to the camera saying, remember kids, it's important in a situation. The most important. No, wait. It's remember kids, in an important situation like this, wait. In a situation like this, it's always important to run like a little bitch.
Yep.
I think that's when and then there's also this one part where and then after then they walk into where he was hiding, and then the place is rigged with a bunch of grenades, and the place blows up, and I think one of the guys says, "Oh shit." That's all I remember. I think that's one of the clips I can remember. And also, then there was this bad guy that. There was this guy that said, "Well, if there's a party in my pants, and you're all invited."
Yeah. That actually sounds like one of the stupidest animes ever.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of Yeah, there's also a bunch of other. Those are the only lines I can remember off the top of my head from Desert Bug. I've not fully seen it yet, but
Yeah. Wait, what are your opinions on NIS America?
NIS America,
Yep.
is that like a gaming company?
That's the anime company.
Oh, NIS America. I think they may have like licensed the Disgaea and
They licensed Toradora. What they
I don't
do
know.
is they basically release anime series, but they only put them on limited print. So that means when it sells out, you can no longer buy it.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. And they have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
That's even more bullshit.
I'm only kidding. I just wanted to make the reaction to that. I think Viz has JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Well, he said, well, I have another thing to, I have another thing to make a pissed off otaku episode out of.
If it was.
Yeah, I need to get around to that.
You need to get back to doing that show. You only made 2 episodes.
Well, technically, I did make a third Critic Meister video, but it's just another top list.
It just wasn't.
But sometime, yeah, I just really haven't been getting back into the swing of things. Critic Meister has been taking a break for the most part. I will get back to it eventually, but I still need to get around to that.
If this actually happened, I got good. If it actually happened, I got good topic to do. That we live in a world where we can only watch the only anime we can watch is Sword Art Online. That actually happened.
Okay. Yeah.
Next thing you know, 1 hour later, the government is after you.
Look up. Oh no.
Hey, I got a good anime you should buy. How to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon. That'll be good. I think it's still Yep. Yeah, it was weirdly, but yeah, I've done that before. It's not his first time. So we're gonna know.